So good morning once again. Today we're going to construct a dynamic amortization schedule table. Last time what we did was we constructed an amortization table. It was a static amortization table kasi static siya kasi hindi natin mapapalitan lang natin yung mga inputs, yung mga outputs if we change well, we can't actually change the amortization table if we change the outputs here, inputs here. For example, okay, this is what I mean. Okay, I'm going to show you our end goal in mind. Okay, ito yung goal natin, ma-construct natin to, so that, for example, we can change, for example, the loan principal. If we make it 5.4 million, magbabago to. Magbabago yung model natin. So it's now currently 30 years, no? 30 years, tapos ang annual rate niya based on pag-ibig is 9.875. And the number of periods is 360 months. So if I take a look at our amortization table, so this is 360 months. However, paano kung gusto natin makita kung paano kung 15 years lang? So I'm going to change this. I'll make this 15 years. Okay. So 15 years, that's 180 months automatically. 180 months na lang to. Diba? So ano nangyari sa table natin, amortization table? If we change the inputs to our table, what happens is that our amortization table changes. So that's a dynamic amortization table. Also, we're going to make provisions for extra payment. Ano yung extra payment? Kasi if it's 15 years, no? 15 years, our monthly amortization is 46,094. Okay? Pag 30 years, di ba? If you recall this, it's 42,201. Yung last time yung kinuha natin, I think it's 15 years. 15 years. Kasi dapat 5 million ton. So if it's 5 million at 10%, 15 years natin, yung last time na ginawa natin, if you recall this is 42,680.24. Okay? So, kunyari, if we will pay additional na 1,000 per period, okay, let's assume that we're going to pay 1,000 per period. What happens, guys? What happens? Yung total periods natin na 180, which is 15 years, magiging 172 months na lang. So mababawasan tayo ng 8 months of payment. Tapos ang mangyayari niyan, ma-accelerate yung natin, yung time to pay natin, tapos liliit yung total interest payments natin. Okay? That is if we have extra payment. Kasi kung wala tayong extra payment, ito yung total interest natin, 3,182 million. Okay? If it's 30 years, guys, 30 years. Okay, so the interest that we're going to pay, sum lang natin yun, 9,567. So habang lumalaki, guys, yung period natin, lumalaki din yung i-accrue natin na, i-incur natin ng interest. If this is only 1 year, for example, 1 year, so 12 months lang yun, tingnan natin yung model natin, 12 months, no? 12 months lang yung model natin. Total interest payment natin is 141,384. Pero ang babayaran natin per month, ang laki. 386,782. Tapos kung nag-extra payment pa tayo, guys, yun nyo ha. Kunyari mag-extra tayo ng 10,000 per month. Magiging 11.69 periods lang yung natin, yung babayaran natin. Tapos mababawasan yung interest payments. So ito, mas makikita natin to kung mas malaki yung term natin, kunyari 30 years. Take a look at this 30 years, guys. 30 years, interest at 9.875%. Tapos kung every month magdadagdag tayo ng 10,000, yung idadagdag natin, guys, hindi mapupunta yan sa interest. Mapupunta yan sa principal if you pay at pag-ibig house, yung main. No? Tapos you notice, yung 360, makakaya natin tapos yung natin, yung payment natin at 171 months. Ang bilis lang, ang laki na nabawas. No? That is if we pay 10,000 extra per month. And notice yung interest payments natin, 3.9 million na lang. Instead of, kanina wala tayong extra payment. 9.6 million. So, malaki guys yung malaking effect kung mag-extra payment tayo kasi mababawas yan dun sa principal. Okay? So, ang uunahin natin guys, we're going first to create yung mga basic muna, and then we're going to improve on our model. Hindi natin matatapos lahat to based on my experience with the other section. So there will be a spillover for next meeting. Okay, so let's go here guys, yung dynamic natin, amortization. So initially guys, yung napag-usapan natin last time is loan tayo ng 5 million, di ba? So let's put that. 5 million. Okay, and then percentage down payment, di ba? 10% yun. No? So amount to finance is the loan principal times 1 minus the equity, the down payment. Okay, so that's 4.5. Ang term natin, okay, so may ginawa na akong dito, may data validation ako dito. Okay, so dito galing yan, guys. Dito galing yan. Kung 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, etc. 30 years. Okay, so let's choose 30 years muna, no? 30 years. 30 year, yung sa pag-ibig, ang term nila, 30-year fixing. Okay, what's the annual return? Annual rate. Supposedly, guys, pag 30 years, dapat 9.875%. Okay. Tapos, ang periods per year natin, tunay muna natin to 12. Therefore, ang total periods natin is, how much will be our total periods, guys? Pakichat nga, please. Ilan yung total periods natin? Kung 30 years yung loan natin, tapos monthly yung payment, how many will be our total periods? Okay, 360, correct. Thank you so much. You're correct. 360, ano? So, can we multiply that, yung 30 years times 12? Pwede ba to? You try it, please. Can you try multiplying the 30-year fixing with 12? Did you get the answer, 360? Okay, thank you, Mark. No. So why not, Mark? Bakit kaya hindi natin makuha? Thank you, Richard. So, Mika, thank you also. If I try, okay, ito value din. Bakit error? Bakit nag-error, guys? What could be the reason why we're getting an error answer? Correct. Thank you, Eva. Kasi tama si Mark, tama si Eva, tama si Basti. 30-year fixing is not numeric, no? Diba? Text to eh. Text times 12, that will not give you a numerical answer. Pero dito, take a look at the final model that we want. Bakit ito nakukuha ko? Yan. D9 times D11. So yung 30-year fixing multiplied by 12 is equal to D9 times D11. So I'm getting 360. Okay, so let me show you a secret, no? A technique. Kung gusto pa rin natin na parang text to, tapos i-multiply natin sa parang text siya, pero hindi siya text, it's a number. I-multiply natin siya sa isang number. Okay? So here I'm getting the answer 360, pero dito wala, no? So let me show you how to do this. First, may I know guys kung nag-data validation na ba kayo? Marunong ba kayo ng data validation? Paki-chat please guys, kailangan ko ng inputs from you. Kasi if you know already, hindi ko na i-discuss. Pag hindi, i-discuss ko. When I say data validation, itong drop down na to, ito. Yan. Do you know how to do this? So that itong mailalagay lang dito sa term, hindi siya pwedeng maglagay ng ibang number. Ito lang ang pwede. Yung mga nasa choices natin. 1 year fixing, etc. Okay, paki-chat nga guys kung if you know to do that. Okay, sige. Si Renzo lang ba? Okay, good. Sige, good. Thank you so much for your responses, guys. Yun ang gusto ko, guys, kasi para malalaman natin kung okay, si Eva alam daw. Okay? All right. Thank you, Eva. Okay, so what we're going to do now is dapat yung mga ano natin dito, yung mga values natin dito, dapat dito lang manggagaling. Okay? So we can do this by data validation. So paano yung data validation? Paano yan? Data validation, guys, there are several ways to do this. One is dynamic, one is yung fix lang muna. Punta muna tayo sa fix lang. Kasi, paano kung madagdagan to? Paano kung madagdagan to? Hindi mag-update yung ano natin, yung formula natin. Pero doon muna tayo, guys. Yung muna i-discuss natin. So, I'm going to go here, dito sa ano natin, ano? Take note, guys, na 30 nakalagay dito, although 30-year fixing. So, explain ko kung paano ko ginawa yan, no? Although nakalagay dito 30-year fixing, and yet, ang nakalagay dito sa formula bar natin, 30. Paano yun? Pwede ba yun na 30-year fixing nakalagay dito, pero ang ano dito, ang value talaga niya, 30. That's why I was able to multiply. Kasi although this appears as 30-year fixing, pero it's actually 30. That's why I was able to multiply it by 12. Okay, so let's first do the data validation. So you go here, guys. You go to the cell which you want the data to be validated. Ibig sabihin, limited lang yung pwede mong ilagay dyan. Depende dun sa validation na gagawin natin. So again, go to D9. You should be there. And then go to data. So sa data, meron tayong data tools, no? Okay, so this is dun sa data ribbon natin. Okay, pupunta tayo dito, data tab, pupunta tayo dito sa data tools ribbon, and then you can find your data validation. Okay? Then click data validation. Okay, so tatlong options natin dito, data validation, circle invalid, and clear validation circles. Punta tayo dito sa data validation dito. Okay, so under settings, guys, meron tayong choices. Any value, whole number, decimal, list. Okay, this will now limit kung ano yung pwedeng mapasok dun sa cell na yun. Okay, we're going to use this list. Okay, list. Kasi gusto natin dito sa source, guys, saan yung list na yan? Dito. So we're telling Excel, ang pwede lang mapasok dito sa cell na to is a list coming from this one. M6 up to M13. So once I click OK here, okay. All right. So we now have this 30-year, 25-year, 20-year, etc. Okay, if I choose 1 year, so lalabas 1 year dito. Pero question, guys, yung 1 year nyo ba, is it 1 or do you see there 1 year fixing? Paki-chat. Is it a text or a number? Paki-chat, please. Yung lumalabas ba sa 1 year fixing nyo, is it text? Yes. Text pa rin siya, di ba? Text. Thank you. Yes, correct. So hindi pa rin mag-work yan, although may data validation na tayo. So you cannot input any number here. Subukan nyo maglagay ng ano. Naglalagay ako dyan, ha? Wait. Okay, the value does not match. Okay. Okay, so hindi pa pwede, no? Hindi tayo pwede maglagay ng any value there other than yung nasa list natin. Okay. But currently, guys, sa inyo, yung 30-year fixing dito, hindi siya nagre-reflect na 30. So how do you do it, guys? Okay, since itong term natin naka-link dito, i-format natin to. We should make this as numbers and not text. So how do you do that? Highlight this one. Okay. I-delete muna natin to, ha. Delete natin. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15. Okay. Delete natin. Okay. So highlight natin to. So take note, wala na nangyari dito, no? Sa term natin, nawala na, no? Kasi dinelete na natin yung yung terms dito, Okay, let's highlight this and then control 1, command 1 yata sa sa Mac. Okay. So nasa general yan, nasa general. Okay, then go to custom. Punta tayo sa number, dun sa category natin custom. And then you will find here yung type. Okay, yung type, guys, babaguhin natin yung type. The type will be pwedeng number. Now, kung gusto natin may decimal, ano pa yan? May comma, comma, comma. Yan, number, comma, comma, comma. Okay, number. And then we will insert quotes. Tapos, ang gusto natin, di ba, itong minus year fixing. Okay, what did we do? We attached the text dash year fixing. So what will happen now is that Excel will read this as a number, a hashtag, comma, hashtag, hashtag. It's a formatted number. Ibig sabihin may ano siya, may comma kung sakaling more than 1,000 yung number natin. And then quotes minus year fixing. Ibig sabihin i-attach tong ano na to, label na to. However, it will be treated as a number kasi sa Excel ang number ganito eh. Okay, so if I click OK, okay natin yan. Okay, so tingnan nyo dito ha. I'll just type 1. Pag tinype ko lang 1 guys, ano nangyayari? Di ba? In-attach siya yung year fixing. Pero yung 1 na yan guys, take note. It's a number, no? It's a number. Tapos hindi ko tinype yung year fixing, di ba? Nasa format na natin linagay yun. And then I'll type 2, okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay? So what I type were just the numbers. Tapos in-attach na niya yung year fixing. Okay, yes, Basti?
Sir?
Yes, Basti? Yes.
Sir, can you just repeat lang po yung process kung paano yung sa custom part po?
Okay,
when
sige.
you press control 1.
Okay. Sige, i-delete ko ito ha. Okay. Assume natin na hindi pa natin na ano to na format. So yung numbers na dapat mong i-format, i-highlight natin. And then control 1. Okay, so nasa general yan, no? Nasa general. And then you go to custom. So number, dito sa number tab, you go to custom. So dito sa custom guys, punta tayo dito sa type. Okay, delete natin itong general na to. Okay, and then sabi ko nga, number, this represents yung hashtag na, it represents number in Excel, yung comma, number. I place comma because kung thousands yan, para meron daw siyang ano, meron siyang comma dun sa hundreds place. No? Pag gusto nyo palagyan ng decimal, 0.00 or point number. Ganun din. Okay, pero ito, full number lang naman sa atin, no? 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, etc. Okay, and then in order to affix the text, quotes tayo, quotes. And then gusto ko yung dash, then year, space, fixing, then small close quotation. Okay, so that will now be the type. So any number here, guys, paglagyan natin ng number, isasama yung year fixing. Pero it will be treated as a number. Okay, Basti, did you get that?
Opo, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Right, okay, tapos yun na nyo ha. Ang ilalagay ko lang dito 1. Okay, if I write 1 there sa term, guys, what do you notice? Ina-affix siya yung year fixing, di ba? Pero, it's treated as a number. 1 siya. 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay? So we now have this, guys, yung nakikita natin sa pag-ibig amortization table, pero it's now treated as a number. So since nakalink tayo dito, di ba? Nag-data validation, nakalink siya dito. If I now click this, kunyari 15 years, notice yung 15, guys, it will get the format of where we linked it to. Yan, di ba? See? And number siya, 15. So balik ako dito, okay, so dapat pala dito ko ginawa, no? So I'll delete this. Delete. And then control 1. Then custom. Type ko dito. Hashtag, comma, pound sign. And then minus. Here, space, fixing. Kung anong gusto kong i-attach na text. Yan. Okay, okay. and then I type 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. And these are numbers already. Kita nyo. So pag ito, guys, yeah. Since okay, nakalink to dito, no? Nakalink tong year fixing natin dito sa terms dito. So if I copy any value here, yan, value na siya. If I choose any value there, 30, okay, it's now 30. And so we can now multiply 30 by 12. Okay, questions guys? Clear? Paki-chat naman kung clear so far yung ano natin, yung formatting natin. This is very helpful kasi makikita natin, kunyari gusto nyo years lang or whatever text you want it associated with. Okay, thank you. All right. So ito naman guys, okay, ito may data validation din. Tanggalin natin data validation dito. Nasama, na-copy yata. So how do we delete this data validation? Go to data, and then data tools, data validation. Go here, data validation. And then tanggalin natin to, no? Any value. Tanggalin natin data validation. Okay. So wala na tayong data validation dito. Okay. So kung gusto natin guys, gusto natin pagpalitan natin to, automatically dapat kung ano yung rate niya, dapat papasok dito. Okay? So what formula do we use guys? Ano kaya ang formula natin? Para kung 30 years to, dapat ang i-generate niya 9.875. Okay, our values are here on the left side. Ang gusto natin, ang i-return niya na rates yung nasa right side. So our data is arranged vertically like this. So we can use, paki-chat nga please kung nagamit nyo na yung Vlookup na function. Honestly please, honestly lang. Kung nagamit nyo na yung Vlookup, kindly chat. So more responses please. Okay, so let me wait for the other responses. Okay, wala pa response yung iba, wawalo pa lang. Yes, Basti, may question ka?
So did you clear validation po sa annual rate?
Oo, tinanggal natin. Okay, how do you remove that? Again, go to data. So I'm here at annual rate, ano? Data. And then go back here to data validation. Data validation. Tapos, dito sa settings, no? Click any value. Kasi kanina nakalagay din sa list. Nakopy natin yung data validation dito sa term. So any value will remove the data validation. So wala na siya.
Pero you can just press po yung clear validation circle po ba yun?
Sorry?
You can just press po yung clear validation circle.
Wala tayong clear validation. Punta ka ulit sa annual rate, no? And then data validation. Ano to? Clear validation circles, no? Circles to eh. Ginagamit natin to kunyari pag pina-circle natin yung mga invalid na data. Okay? Tapos papatanggalin natin yung circles. So
you just press lang po yung data validation and then
press data validation and then dito ulit sa settings and then kasi kanina nakalist yan eh, no? Nakalist siya. Pero we're not setting this to a list. Kaya dapat palitan natin any value lang siya. So if you press any value, okay, so mawawala na yung data validation. Okay?
Okay, that's what. Thank you.
Thank you, Basti. Okay, walo pa lang guys yung nag-chat kung ang tanong ko guys, kung nagamit nyo na ba yung Vlookup na function before. Yes or no, please? So I'm getting a very low response return here. Yes. Okay. So nagamit ko na yung Vlookup pala. O sige. Okay, so proceed na tayo kasi akala ko hindi nyo pa nagamit. Okay, so our annual rate, guys, gusto nating kunin dito yon. Kasi yung values natin nasa left side na. So we can use the Vlookup function in Excel. So is equal to Vlookup. Vlookup. Tapos sabi dito, di ba? Looks for a value in the leftmost column. So dapat yung values natin, yung basis natin nasa leftmost column. Okay? And then it will return the value in the same row from a column you specify. So we can say if it's the second column, third column, depende sa depth width ng ano natin, ng column natin. The table must be sorted in ascending order by default. No? Okay, open. So ang lookup value natin will be this one, yung number of years natin. Comma, the table array will be this one. Hindi natin kasama yung term of rotate. We don't need to fix this because hindi naman natin ikakopy yung formula na to. Comma, column index number, saan ni Excel hanapin yung answer? So it's column 1 or column 2, it's column 2. Column 2, comma. So range lookup. Okay, ano ba to? Approximate match or exact match? Since ang hahanapin niya talaga yung sa 30, so that's exact match. So it's a false or 0. So pwedeng false, pwedeng 0. Okay, so that will be our formula. And then control enter. Yeah. So 30 years is 9.875. So let's check kung baguhin natin 2 years, 6 point, ano to? Oops, hindi, sorry. 5-year pala na ano ko, no? Pag 2-year fixing, 6.25. Okay, tama. Pag 20-year fixing, should be 8.5. Yan, 8.5. Okay, so, okay, thank you. All right, so we can now go also to our monthly rate. Our monthly rate is simply our annual rate divided by 12, divided by the period. So our monthly amortization, we can compute for this. We did this last time. Negative PMT. Our rate will be monthly, dapat yung rate natin. And per natin dapat monthly, then 240, comma. Present value natin will be the amount of finance, okay, comma. No future value. Type is annuity ordinary, so that should be 0. So that's the complete formula. Or you can just remove the 0 and the 2 commas there. That will give us the same answer. Okay. So pag 20-year, ano daw, 20-year financing, ang interest 8.5%, ang monthly amortization natin 39,052. Okay, last time kasi 15 years yata tayo, no? So we got this 42,680.24. Pero pag ano siya, pag 30 years, 39,075. Okay, so we can now record our total payment. Yung total payment natin, magkano yung ibabayad natin per month, tapos ilang periods yan? 360. Okay? So, ang total na babayaran natin, if it's a 30-year term, is 14 million. While the loan is actually 4.5 lang. So, malaki talaga guys yung interest. No? Very big interest at 9.875. And that's the prevailing market rate ngayon sa market, prevailing rate sa market. Siguro sa banks baka mas maliit ng konti, pero hindi siya masyado nagkakalayo. Okay, so we will now populate this, yung amortization schedule natin. So this has a different setup as compared to yung dati natin. Okay, kasi yung dati natin, di ba, linagay natin yung 1, tapos sabi natin 1, tapos depende kung number of years natin, depende kung periods, 360, di ba? So ang quick way to do it is we go to, simula tayo dito, 1, tapos, di ba, naalala nyo to? Home, and then fill natin, series. The series should be in columns. Step value is 1. Stop value is 360. Okay. So we have here 360 to. 360. All right. Okay. Now, that will not work, guys. Kasi, paano kung ano? Kasi ang gusto natin, kunyari, ito, 10 years lang. No? 10 years. So, 120. So, dapat ang nakalista dito, 120 lang. Tingnan nyo. 120 lang siya. Okay? Pag 30 years, gawin kong 30 years to, 30 years times 12, 360 siya. So, dapat to 360. Tingnan nyo, 360 siya. So, this is variable, this is dynamic. Kung ano yung ano natin, kung ano yung amount, yung term natin, dapat magre-reflect din dito yun sa amortization table natin. So hindi pa pwede yung ano, hindi pa pwede yung ginawa natin kanina dito. Okay, kasi ito naka-fix yung 360. 'Di ba? Lagi may 360 diyan. Paano kung ginawa natin 5 years? So dapat 60 lang 'yon, 60 months. So hindi matatanggal yung 360 diyan. So this cannot be, no, guys? This cannot be. Control Z, ibabalik natin 'to. Punta tayo dito. Tanggalin ko ito. Okay. So we will have to do it another way. Ang implication, guys, dapat formula yan. That should be a formula para kung ano man yung lalabas dito, guys, kung ano yung lalabas dito, dun dapat yung magre-reflect yung month. Okay? Alright. So sa first month, okay, sa first month, guys, alam naman natin, guys, na whether it's 1 year or 12 years or 10 years or 5 years, lagi naman talaga may month 1. No? So let's just write that as is. And then our beginning balance will be, magkano yung principal balance natin sa month 1? It will be 4,500. Yan, kung ano man yung amount of finance. Yan ang magiging beginning balance natin kasi hindi pa tayo nagbabayad sa month 1. Ito pa lang, ipoprocess natin yung payment natin. So how much are we going to pay, guys? How much are we going to pay? So this is based on a 30-year, no? 30-year. Pag binago natin to, at least nagbabago siya. No? Pag 20-year, it's 39. Okay, kapag 5 years, it's 88. Okay, so ibalik natin dito. Kapag 30-year, ang babayaran natin 39,075. So depende, guys, sa number of years, magbabago yung ano natin, monthly amortization. So we will link this. So ang babayaran natin, guys, itong 39,000. And then we're going to fix this kasi ikakopy natin yung formula pababa. 39,075. Okay. Now itong extra payment, guys, okay, pakita ko lang yung effect, ha. So what if we pay extra? So pakita ko, I think I showed this to you a while ago, pero ulit ko, no? 30-year tayo, no? So 360 periods. Pag magdadagdag tayo, kunyari per month, let's add 5,000. Okay, kung every month magdadagdag tayo ng extra payment, take a look at this, extra payment, magdadagdag tayo ng extra payment na 5,000. You know, yung 360, guys, yung 360 months natin, 223 months tapos na. So, marireduce siya. Bakit? Kasi every time, guys, nadadagdagan yung principal payments natin. Now, this is very important kasi, sabi natin, di ba, yung additional na principal payments will mean lesser interest expense, lesser interest. Kasi yung interest natin is based on the principal payments. So, kunyari, sa month 1, 39,000 ang babayaran ko. Pero, may extra akong 5,000. Ang gagawin ko, pupunta ako sa Pag-ibig office. Tapos sasabihin ko, ito yung bayad ko na 39,000 for the month plus 5,000. So, ibabayad ko para dun sa principal ko. For the principal payment. Okay, so what happens is that the payment for the principal will increase. Okay, kasi kung wala to, pakita ko lang, ha. Kung wala ito, kung wala tayong extra payment, no? Magkano lang yung payment for the principal? 2,000 lang. Imagine yung interest payment 37,000, 2,000 lang yung sa principal. Okay? So that's why ang laki-laki ng magiging malaki interest for the following month kasi ito yung magiging balance natin, eh. But what if you have extra cash, tapos ibabayad natin? So kunyari, mag-extra cash tayo ng 5,000, no? Extra payment 5,000. So, mangyayari niyan, isasama yan dito sa sa principal payments, yung extra payment. So kanina yung payment sa principal 2,000 lang, na yung 7,000 na. So what will happen now is bababa yung month-end principal natin, mas mababa ng 5,000, mas maliit ngayon yung interest. No? The following month, yung babayaran natin, mas maliit yung interest. So that what happened was, instead of 360 months, no? Instead of 360, kasi ito 360 yung 30 years magiging around 224 na lang. So tingnan natin to model natin. Ito. So you see guys, automatic, no? Hindi na 360. 224 na lang yung natin, yung months natin. 224 months, and then we'll be saving on, okay, ang savings natin, kasi i-compare natin yung pag hindi tayo nag-extra payment, ito yung babayaran natin. Pag nag-extra payment tayo, ito na lang yung babayaran natin. So there's a savings of 4,205, 4,205,000. So it makes sense guys, later on, kunyari magpapag-ibig kayo, pag may extra cash kayo, magbayad kayo dun sa pag-ibig office mismo, tapos sabihin nyo, yung payment na yan, hindi para sa monthly amortization, but it's an advance to the principal. And that will help a lot, guys. That will help a lot in reducing interest, and also in fast forwarding yung pag-complete ng payment. Tingnan nyo to. Instead of 360, naging 223 months na lang. Okay? So that means we were able to accelerate the payment by 130 plus months. Okay, ang laki nun, di ba? So that's 18.65 years na lang, equivalent, instead of 30 years. Okay? So just by paying extra na 5,000. Okay? Pero siyempre kung ma-foresee nyo na mas may capability naman na mas magbayad na mas malaki, siguro piliin na lang yung mas maliit na financing. Piliin na lang mas maliit na number of years ng financing. Okay? And it's also dependent on your age. Kunyari pag pag capable na kayo, pag a few years after you work, tapos maglo-loan na kayo, kunyari for a housing loan. Okay? The earlier you do it, guys, the better. Okay? Kasi siguro mas maging capable kayo in making it 15, 10 years, etc. Okay, so let me go back here, guys. Balikan natin to. So initially, assume muna natin ng extra payment natin 0 muna. So wala muna tayong ilalagay dyan. So ang extra payment natin will be equal to this one. So wala muna guys, and then fix natin yan. Fix natin yan yung F4, fix natin yung row kasi ikakopy natin pababa. So much so guys, no, kung meron tayo dito, no, kung may 1,000 tayo dito, 1,000, magre-reflect dito yan sa natin, sa extra payment. Okay, nakalink kasi tayo doon. Okay? Alright, ibalik ko muna sa 0 ha. 0 muna siya. Alright, so how much will be interest, guys? How much will be our interest payment? Our interest payment will be based on kung magkano yung beginning principal balance. And then we will have to multiply that by the monthly rate. So this is the monthly interest rate, and then we'll fix the row. So, di ba? Saan ba naka-base yung interest? It will be based on the beginning balance ng principal. Okay, multiply that by the monthly rate, so that's equal to, tingnan nyo guys, yung binayad natin na 39,000, 37,000 dun pupunta sa interest. Okay, ang laki. No? Pag malaki talaga yung terms, guys, mahaba yung term. Yung initial payment siya, a big chunk of that will go to interest payment. In fact, if you get the percent is equal to this, divided by yung binayad natin, okay, 95, almost 95% goes to principal. Okay, but over time, guys, liliit yan kasi lumiliit yung natin. Lumiliit yung principal balance natin. Okay, and again, guys, this is based on the concept that yung interest natin will be based on the ending, will be based on the current ending balance. So the lower the ending balance, guys, ng principal, the better. Kasi mas maliit yung interest. Kaya nga kung magbabayad, guys, sasabihin, this is addition to principal payment. Kasi if we do that, guys, liliit yung interest natin. Pag lumiit yung interest, mas bibilis yung yung number of years natin na mababayaran yung utang natin. Okay? So the principal payment will be equal to yung sum natin, sum ng payment at saka extra payment kung meron man, and then ima-minus natin yung interest payments. Okay? Kung ano man yung binayad plus the extra payment minus the interest, okay, that will now go to principal payment. So we can see here that for the first month, ang liit lang ng ibabawas sa principal. So this is equal to beginning balance ng principal minus yung principal payment. Okay, so that's the first month. Okay, now we go to the second month. Now, since we're creating a dynamic amortization table, okay, hindi natin pwedeng gawin itong 2, para yung kanina, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hindi natin pwedeng spell out yan. As I mentioned a while ago, guys, diba? We want a model na, kunyari, ginawa ko tong, kasi ngayon 30 years, diba? 30 years, gawin muna natin walang extra payment, no? 30 years, walang extra payment, so 360 periods yan. Pareho lang nito, 360, 360. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is 360 payments. Okay, so pagdating naman dito, pag ginawa natin 20 years, okay, so that will be now 240. Therefore, yung amortization table natin hanggang 240 lang. Hanggang 240 lang. Okay? So that means, guys, hindi natin pwedeng isulat lang. Dapat yan, naka-formula yan. For that to change, okay, it should be in a formula form. Okay, Basti, my question? Yes, Basti?
Sir, sorry po. Wait. Ano po ulit yung month and principal po ulit?
Which one?
No, the formula po for the month and principal.
This one, yung sa una?
Apo.
Sa year 1?
Apo.
No? Okay.
Yun. Okay.
Month 1. So it's only beginning balance minus kung magkano binayad sa principal. Okay? Kasi di ba ito yung principal balance natin on that month. Tapos ang tanong, magkano ba yung ibabayad natin sa principal? Okay? So, yung difference that will now be your month and principal. So the following month, yun yung magiging basis natin ng beginning balance natin. Okay?
Apo.
Tapos yan ang magiging basis ng interest natin.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Basti. All right. So we go to month 2. Sabi nga natin, guys, hindi natin pwedeng i-type yan. Kasi kung ita-type natin yan, paano magbabago yan? So it should be a formula. Okay. Ang question, kailan magkaka next month? Kailan tayo magkakaroon ng next month? Magkakaroon tayo ng next month, guys, kung meron pang previous month. Okay? So kunyari kunyari 1 year lang tayo, no? Umabot ng 12 na to. So dapat yung formula natin dito, dapat wala na. Kasi umabot na tayo ng 12 eh. Okay? Umabot na tayo ng 12. Kung 1 year lang yung fixing natin, ha? Kasi kung 1 year fixing, ibig sabihin 12 months lang yon. Okay, so pag kinapin natin yung formula nito, dapat wala na dito, dapat wala na dito. Okay? So kung wala na yung mga previous, dapat wala na rin yung mga succeeding. Ibig sabihin, hindi na siya pwedeng mag-add dyan ng mga months kasi natapos na yung pagbayad natin. Okay, so how do we create that formula? First is, ganito muna, no? Is equal to, gagawa tayo ng, marunong ba kayo ng if sentence sa Excel? Sino nakagawa na ng if sentence sa Excel? If formulas. Paki-chat nga, please. Conditional formulas. Kindly chat, guys, kung nakagawa na kayo ng if formulas sa Excel. Okay, I hope many will respond, guys. I'll wait for responses from you. Gusto ko lang malaman kung nakagawa na kayo ng if conditional formula sa Excel. Okay, a few more, guys. A few more responses. The question is, have you used a conditional formula? Kasi magko-conditional formula tayo dito. Definitely. Kasi gusto natin, automatic na si Excel mismo maglalagay ng months. So, kailan siya maglalagay? Sasabihin natin sa kanya, tayo maglalagay ng formula na yan. Okay, more responses, please. I got only 9 out of 30. So, I want to see the others, please. Okay, yes. Okay, no. So, may balance tayo. Iba yes, iba no. Okay, so sige. Ituro ko, no? Okay, yung syntax ng if, ganito, guys. So, is equal to if. So, may if error, may if and a. Yung if error, gagamitin natin dito sa cumulative. Okay, so it checks whether a condition is met and returns one value if true and another value is false. So, yun ang syntax ni if, no? Una muna, titingnan niya, based on a condition that is given, titingnan niya kung na-meet ba yung condition na yun. Kung na-meet siya, anong value ang ilalagay niya? Kung hindi, anong value ang ilalagay niya? Okay? So let's see. So gusto natin malaman, meron pa bang previous month? May value pa ba dito? So we'll write if this one is nothing. Okay, so yan ang test natin. Si B20 ba may laman pa? O wala na? Ang test natin, si B20 ba wala nang laman? Kung wala nang laman yan, guys, dapat wala na siyang ilalagay. Okay? Ibig sabihin, guys, yung formula na yan, kung wala nang previous month, kunyari 1 year fixing, umabot ng 12, no? Tapos nasa row, ano na tayo? Nasa row 52. Sa row 52, guys, since wala nang previous dapat na month yan, wala na rin siyang dapat ilalagay na value. Kasi natapos na eh. Okay? So ano po yung basis, guys? Aside from that, kailan magkakaroon ng panibagong month? When will we have a new month? Kung ano, guys? Kung may month and principal pa. Yun. Diba? Right? Kung may month and principal pa, ibig sabihin hindi pa bayad. So magkakaroon siya ng panibagong month dito. Kasi hindi pa bayad yung month and principal. So we will include that. This is what we call a nested if. It's an if within an if. Kasi may i-check pa tayo. If naman. If, okay, increase ko to para mas makita natin. So this is equal to if the previous month contains nothing, then give us nothing. Okay. So this is our logical test. May laman pa ba si B20 yung previous month? Kung wala na, then value if true, nothing. Huwag siya magbibigay dito. No? Another test, kasi hindi lang yung test natin. Isa pang test ito, yung month and principal. So notice that I'm creating a nested if, no? Ang sinasabi natin dito, okay, kung hindi na, if B20 is nothing, then give us nothing. Okay. Then we go to another test. If the month and principal, okay, if it's what? Kung wala na siyang laman, may laman pa ba yung month and principal? Okay, may laman pa siya. Kung wala nang laman, okay, so it's a value if true, a logical test, then value if true, give us nothing. Okay, wala rin ibibigay sa atin. Okay, then comma, yung last, kasi ang if statement, guys, tatlo yan, no? Logical test, value if true, then value if false. So this is our logical test, then value if true, and then value if false. So if false siya, guys, ibig sabihin may laman to month and principal. Anong gagawin natin? What do we do, guys? What will be the value if false? So tinignan niya itong month and principal. Nothing ba to? Hindi. May value pa to. Ano gagawin niya? Ano gagawin niya dito sa month? Any answer, guys? So what will be the formula? Okay, +1 + 1. Okay, you're correct, no? Add 1 to the month. You're correct. Tama yung formula nyo, no? So it will be equal to the previous month plus 1. Okay? So i-close natin yung notice red yan. Ibig sabihin, that's the second if. Tapos black. So dapat magpareho yung kulay guys ng ng opening na if at saka yung closing niya. Okay? Black na to. Black na yung una. Yung red color guys, color-coded yung if ni Excel. It corresponds to the second if. Okay? Control Enter. Okay. So, pag i-copy natin guys, no, ganyan. Anong nangyari? What happened? Bakit pag kinopy natin dito, wala na? Kasi, ang ginawa niya guys, sinek niya, no? May laman pa ba to? Okay, may laman pa, no? Tapos tinignan niya, ito ba may laman pa? Wala na, no? So kung wala na guys, wala na laman to math and principal, maglalagay siya ng nothing. Wala na. So, kaya nga pag kinopya natin to down, wala na mga laman, no? So that will ensure that hindi na madadagdagan tong month 2 kung wala ng previous month or kung yung previous month and principal wala na rin laman, zero na. Okay? So tama 'yon, no? Walang laman. Okay? So let's continue this. So okay na tong formula natin na to, no? What will be the beginning balance? So yung beginning balance, guys, it will be based also sa month. Okay, so let's do this. If kung wala na laman tong month na to, no? If this is equal to nothing, okay, wala na rin beginning balance. No? Ba't pa tayo maglalagay ng beginning balance kung wala ng month? Eh? Diba? Comma, what will be the value if false? Pero kung may laman pa to, the beginning balance will be equal to this one. Diba? H20 siya. Okay? So value if true, kung wala na laman tong month, wag na siya maglalagay dito sa beginning balance. Otherwise, kung may laman pa to, titingnan niya, kukunin natin yung previous month end principal. Okay, so kinopya na to. Okay, ganun din sa payment guys. If yung month natin is nothing, give us nothing, otherwise, what will be the payment? The payment will be ito. Fix yung row. Yan. So, yung payment kasi natin guys, this is the monthly amortization natin. So, laging ganyan yung payment natin. Okay? Control Enter. So, 39. We can copy that down. No? Okay, how about the extra payment? Ganun din, no? If this one is nothing, give us nothing. Otherwise, ilagay yung kung magkano man yung extra payment. Dito. And then fix natin. All right. Control Enter. How about interest, guys? It's equal to, again, if wala ng month, if it's nothing, then wag na siya maglagay ng interest. Otherwise, the interest would be based on the beginning balance multiplied by the monthly rate. Monthly rate of 0.8229 for this problem. And then if you fix natin yung row. Yung beginning balance, hindi natin i-fix. Pero yung rate na 0.8229, nakafix yan. Okay. Okay. Control Enter. Okay, tingnan nyo guys, yung interest lumiit, di ba? 37,031 dati, naging 37,014. Kasi nga, lumiit na yung month-end balance natin. Okay, and then how about the principal, guys? The same thing, if this one is equal to nothing, give us nothing. Otherwise, yung principal will be, isa-sum up natin yung payment natin at saka yung extra payment. Then, ima-minus natin yung interest. Yeah. Close. So, the principal payment will be based on magkano man yung payment natin at saka extra payment minus the interest. All right, pause muna ako. Any questions, guys? Any questions among the formulas here? Would you want me to flash the formula for a particular cell? Okay, thank you. Okay, salamat. Okay, how about month end, guys? Paano si month end? So si month end ganun din, no? Okay, thank you. Si month end, if wala ng buwan, wala ng month, okay, is equal to nothing, give us nothing. Okay? And then, ano? Kailan magkakaroon ng ganito, guys? I-compare natin, guys, yung beginning balance natin at saka yung principal natin. Okay? I-aon natin. Dapat yung beginning balance natin at saka principal natin. Hindi pwede maging negative yan, guys, kung ima-minus natin. Diba? Kasi hindi naman pwedeng, kunyari, ang balance natin 100 na lang. Tapos magbabayad ka pa ng principal na 500. Hindi na pwede yun. Kasi overpayment na yun eh. So kailan lang magkakaroon ng panibagong month-end principal? Kung if we subtract, okay, so we have another if here, if the beginning balance minus the principal balance, okay? Diba? Tama? If it's greater than or equal to 0, kung positive siya, ano mangyayari? Ano yung magiging month-end principal natin? Beginning balance minus the principal. If we subtract this, and if it's positive, ibig sabihin greater than 0 pa siya, then what will be the value of the month-end principal? Paki-chat nga guys sa chat box. Ano magiging balance sa month-end principal natin kung beginning balance natin ay mas malaki dun sa principal payment? How much will be the ending balance? Okay, kunyari example, 100 to. Tapos yung principal natin 80. Magkano ilalagay natin sa month-end principal? Maglalagay ba tayo? Yes, correct. Thank you, Mark. No? You're correct. So, syempre, ang magiging ending balance natin will be, sabi nga ni Mark, beginning balance minus the principal. Again, guys, kunyari, 100 pa yung principal balance natin. Tapos, ang babayaran natin sa principal, 80. So, that means 100 minus 80, may matitira pa. No? May matitira pang principal balance. So, that will be the beginning balance minus the principal. Kung ano yung binayad natin, kung ano yung binayad natin dun sa bali yung matitira dun sa beginning minus sa principal. Okay? Otherwise, guys, so this is the test, value if true. Otherwise, okay, ano? Wala na. No? Okay, wala na or 0 yan. No? So that's the same. Nothing or 0. Okay, I'll pause for a while there, guys. Any questions about that? Oh, ano lang, clear ba so far? Okay. Paki-chat na lang kung clear so far, guys, yung mga formulas natin. Paki-yes lang kung clear so far. Thank you, Renzo. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay, good. Mukhang okay naman. Control Enter natin. Okay. All right. So, ito na, guys. Ito na yung formula natin. No? So, if we highlight everything, highlight natin lahat, tapos i-drag natin, okay? Kasi to make it really more dynamic, wag lang tayo titigil sa 360, no? Gawin natin na damihan pa natin. In case na mas marami pa. Kunyari, kung 50 years, kunyari, no? 50 times 12, that's 600. So gawin natin dynamic yung formula natin in such a way that pwede niyang i-accommodate kahit kunyari 50 years, 60 years. Okay, so dagdagan na lang natin. Siguro just para uniform tayo, gawin natin up to row 600 na lang. para madali naman i-adjust yan kung sakaling kulang pa. Row 600, okay? All right. So, ano nangyari sa ano guys? Hanggang anong months yung umabot sa inyo? Hanggang anong months umabot sa inyo, guys? Okay, 361, no? 361. So, i-adjust natin. Kasi check natin yung formula natin, ha? Ano ba sabi natin dito? Sa 360, sabi natin, 361. If the previous one is nothing, give us nothing. So, doon, may 360 pa, no? So, pwede nalagyan ng 360. Pero ano pa yung isa? If H379, ito daw, is nothing, give us nothing. Otherwise, magdagdag pa siya. Okay, ang tanong ba, ito ba nothing, guys? Ito nothing ba to? Kasi ang sabi natin, kung zero na to, edi wag na siya maglagay. Pero kung hindi pa sa zero, magdadagdag pa siya ng isa. Okay, so what happened here? If we check, guys, dagdagan ko rin decimal place nito. Ayun, hindi siya zero. It's a very, very small number. Pero it was more than enough para magdagdag pa ng 361. Kasi ang sabi natin, kung this is nothing, hindi naman nothing to eh. Diba? So we can adjust our formula. Adjust natin formula natin para, ano? So dito sa month, okay, F2. Sa month 2, F2. Gawin natin not nothing. No? Gawin natin, i-limit na lang natin. If it's less than na lang, it's 1 centavo. No? Sabi natin, if H20 is less than 1 centavo, wag na i-drop na niya, wag na siya maglalagay ng year. Kasi kanina 0.000003 naglagay pa rin siya kasi hindi nga naman zero 'yon. So let's modify our formula a bit. Gawin natin if it's less than 1 centavo, wag na siya maglagay ng panibagong balance, no? Okay? So control enter and then let's copy again the whole. Copy natin down. Copy natin. Okay, let's see. Okay, ilang months na sa inyo guys? Nagdagdag pa ba siya ng months? How many months more? Pakichat nga. How many months na sa inyo guys? Pakichat. Pakichat nga please kung how many months now you have. Isa pa lang, everyone, please chat, please. Okay, Basti, you have a question? Yes?
Sir, I'm so sorry po. Pero can you repeat po the process ulit?
Which one? In what part?
Yung how it drops down.
Ito to?
Opo. Kasi
na-change mo na-change mo na to, yung formula sa ano? Sa month 2? Dapat, yung formula natin dito papalitan natin. Kanina kasi H20 is equal to nothing. So sabi natin, may problema tayo kung is equal to nothing kasi what if this is very small, 0.00000, kanina 0.0003 something. So naglagay pa siya ng nag+1 pa siya. Kasi hindi naman nothing yung andi dito eh, di ba yung previous month. So ang gagawin natin, maglagay tayo ng limit, no? Kung less than 1 centavo na yan, okay na yan, wag na siya maglagay ng panibagong month. No? Wag na siya maglagay ng ano. Pag less than 1 centavo niyan, nothing na, wag na siya magdagdag na.
Opo.
Okay?
Tapos
So,
paano po yung drop down po?
highlight mo lahat to. Okay?
Opo.
And then, drop down. Kailangan dagdagan natin. Lagay mo mga 600 plus. No? Para ma-check natin. At saka kung sakaling yung model natin, pwedeng kunyari mag 50 years. Kasi yung 50 years times 12, 600 yun. So, pwede pang ma-accommodate yung natin, yung model natin.
Sir, parang sobrang iba po.
Anong lumabas sa answer mo?
After month 17 po, parang nagkaroon po siya ng parang hashtag value.
Okay, sige, ganito gawin natin ha. Basti, gawin kitang co-host. Is it okay for you to share your screen?
Yes sir, wait lang po.
Sige, share mo yung screen mo para makita ng classmates mo, para your classmates could also help in could help in determining kung paano natin ano yung values niya. Thank you.
Yan, ito po.
And sige.
That's what happened.
Okay. Sige, let's check yung month 2 muna, month 2.
Can
Guys,
I Control Z po?
Control Z.
Apo,
Sige, yung month 2 na muna. Sige. Go to month 2.
Apo.
Sige nga, i-click mo yan. Then, yan. Sige,
Wait
sige,
lang po.
lakihan mo muna yung ano. Yan. If B20 is nothing. If H20 is less than 0.01, nothing. Tama naman yung formula mo. No?
Apo.
Okay? Sige, punta ka dun sa beginning balance naman. Yan. Okay, tama yan. Okay, tama. So, yung payment, D14, okay, tama. And then extra payment. It's nothing. H6. Okay, i-fix mo yung H6.
Format.
Oo, dapat naka $6 yan. Okay, kasi gagalaw yan, bababa yan, diba? Okay, interest, check natin. C22 times D13, okay, this is correct. Okay. And then principal,
Oh shoot, mali. Sorry.
it's okay. So, ito, mali yung formula mo dito.
Ow.
Oh, wait.
Apo.
Sum ng D21 minus E20. Sum ng D21, E21, tama. Minus F21, tama pala. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, this is correct. Okay, and then this one, if C21 minus G21, if it's greater than 0, then ima-minus siya, otherwise. Okay, tama. So sige nga, base ulitin mo, i-highlight mo pati iba. Wag ganyan ha. Yan, highlight.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Okay, sige. Then, copy down. Increase ka lang, sige. Increase, baba, go. Go, sige pa, go. Sige lang. Okay? Alright, sige, okay na yan.
Oh.
Okay, diba?
Apo.
Okay,
I
so,
think it worked.
notice, isang mali lang ha. Isang mali, na mali na yung output natin.
Apo.
Okay? Does that answer your question, Basti?
Yes po. Sobra.
Okay, thank you. Basti, thank you so much.
Sorry for
No,
the
please. I appreciate it, guy. Tsaka learning to para sa class. In fact, your cooperation, that could be a question also of your classmates. So please don't sorry. I appreciate it really, and thank you so much for those questions. I really do appreciate that. No?
Apo.
Okay, sige.
Thank you so much din, sir.
So ako na, Basti, mag-ano ha?
Apo.
Paki-stop share mo muna.
Apo. Thank you po ulit, sir.
Sige, okay. Share ulit ako ng screen. Share screen. Okay, na-disable mo yata ako, Basti.
Sir, ano po ulit?
Yan, sige. Okay na. Okay. Alright. So, okay na. Okay na.
Okay po. Sige po.
So, let's check, guys, kung gumagana yung model natin. Ha? What if it's, gawin natin kunyari, 1 year. 1 year, so dapat nagbabago to. No? Dapat 12 months lang ilalabas sa atin. Paki-check nyo, guys, please. 1 year. So, that should only be up to 12 months. Yeah. Okay, how about 5 years? So dapat hanggang 60 lang yan. No? Okay, thumbs up nga guys. So, paki-chat. Yes, kung gumagana yung model natin when we change the term. So dapat kung 25 to, dapat 300 periods yan. Should be up to month 300. Yan. It's working sa akin guys. So as far as the changing the terms, guys, is concerned, gumagana yung model natin. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So far guys, okay na to, no? Okay na tong ano natin, yung dynamic natin amortization schedule. So depende yan sa number of years. Okay, tapos yung rate natin nakalink dito, kung ano man yung years dito, ibibigay yung rate natin, no? Okay, tapos okay, what we want to do now is okay, paano natin gagawin to? Paano kung yung loan kasi natin, so far tinype lang natin tong 5,000. But if I want it to be 6,000 kunyari. Okay, yan. So nagbabago siya, di ba? Okay. So we will make this, we will do this spin button, no? Ito, spinner natin, no? So paki-chat nga guys kung marunong kayo gumamit ng spinner. Okay, ito kunyari nagbabago yung down payment, no? Yan. Hanggang 50% yata ang ginawa, no? Yan. So babalik ko sa 10. Paki-chat guys kung if you know how to make this spinner. Kasi kung if you do guys, hindi ko na ituturo, mag-move na tayo sa susunod. Paki-chat please if you know how to make the spinner. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Don't have to be sad, Mark, kasi I'm happy that you're very honest about it. So, interested ba kayo matutunan kung paano to? Kung hindi guys, okay lang. Punta na tayo sa susunod. Okay. Alright, sige. Mukhang yes naman yata ang gusto niyo matutunan to, no? Okay, first guys, paki-check nga muna. Alam, magta-time na tayo, ang bilis. Paki-check nga muna kung may sa mga tabs niyo dito may developer ba? May nakalagay ba na developer? Okay, good. So ibig sabihin, malamang yan guys kung hindi niyo pag ginamit yung developer, wala yan. No? So it does not automatically appear sa Excel. Okay, so we will have this installed. So how do we do that? Okay, pwedeng dito naman, click anywhere here. Okay, so ganito guys, anywhere here guys, right click nyo, anywhere here, kahit saan dyan, no? Right click, and then kita nyo to, customize the ribbon. Then this will appear. Okay, or another way guys, pakita ko muna ha, yung shortcut yan. Kung hindi naman shortcut, file, okay, file, options, yan, customize ribbon dito. So that was a long cut. File, options, customize ribbon. Or yung shortcut guys, just click anywhere here, no? And then customize ribbon. Okay. Okay, so paki-chat nga guys kung nakita nyo na yung customize ribbon. Ang bilis ang oras, magto 12:30 na kagad. Paki-chat please kung na-access nyo na yung customize ribbon. Okay, more responses please. Seven pa lang. Okay, thank you. All right. So in the interest of time, guys, I'll proceed. Ha? So nasa customize ribbon tayo. Then we have this popular commands. No? Ito kung gusto niyo i-format yung yung ribbons nyo, ito yung ginagawa, no? Yung popular commands. Pero dito tayo sa customize. So sa customize, guys, makikita nyo, okay? Ito yung mga nakaklik dyan, yung mga lumalabas sa inyo dito. And may developer dyan. And definitely guys, yung developer nyo hindi nakaklik. So paki-click yan para lumabas yung tab na yon na developer. So once you have clicked it, then i-okay na natin. Okay, click developer, yung main tab natin yan, then okay. So lalabas na dapat yung developer, guys. Okay na? Paki-chat please kung if you have access to the developer. Mark, walang customized ribbon. Kailan pa ng subscription? Okay. So, I'll get back to you, Mark, kasi ang alam ko standard na ano na yan eh. Kasi kahit sa Excel 2003, meron ng ano yan, meron ng developer eh. Okay, so ano na lang natin, tingnan na lang muna natin, ano. Anyway, i-record ko rin to, naka-record naman to, tapos you can go back to this. Okay? Kasi I don't know I don't know how to answer this kung ano yung version ng Excel mo, no? All I know, Mark, is that kahit sa 2010 o 2013 o 2016 na Excel, merong ano eh, dapat lalabas yan ng developer. Okay? So, okay. Anyway, so dito, no, guys, if we click developer, okay, so we have this different, ito yung mga ribbons yan, yung code, add-ins, controls, at saka XML. This is used, guys, in developer. This is used for coding sa Excel, no? Yung tinatawag natin VBA, Visual Basic for Applications. Yun ang language ng Excel, VBA. But we will not be going into yung coding ng VBA, ano, kasi medyo very steep yung learning curve nun. So we will just use this controls, kita nyo controls, insert. So dalawang klase siya, no? Dalawang klase. You have, handali punta ako dito sa ginagawa natin para pareho tayong ano. So developer, insert, form controls, and ActiveX control. Unfortunately, guys, mas maganda sana yung ActiveX, but this will require a little coding, no? And that's not the object of our discussion today. So dito muna tayo sa walang coding, yung form controls tayo. So iba-ibang klase. Okay, may group box, okay, meron tayong button, meron tayong combo, meron tayong checkbox, and ito yung gagamitin natin, itong spin button natin. So click this. Okay, once you click that, guys, pwede natin hover around this cell, yung katabi ng 5 million natin. Yan. Lagay natin dyan. Okay, so that's now our, click anywhere here, that will now be our spinner. No? Kung lakihan natin, guys, yung ano, automatically lalaki itong size ng spinner natin. Okay. Alright, so let me teach you how to, at 12:30 na, ala. Ang bilis. Guys, pwede in 2 minutes. Very quick lang, ha? Okay lang ba? Sana, ipakita ko lang kung paano ginagamit tong spin control na to. I have your permission, guys, for at least 2 minutes lang. Thank you, pasensya na, hindi ko din namalayan na 12:30 na pala. No? Okay, very quick, guys, ito. So tanggalin ko to, What does this spinner control do? Ano ginagawa niyan? If I right-click, no? Right-click, dapat makita nyo to, format control. Yan. So ang importante sa atin sa format control, itong control na to. Okay. So sinasabi sa atin dito, ano yung current value? Ano yung value dito? 0. Minimum value, tsaka maximum value. So pwede natin iset dito, guys, kung ano yung minimum value na gusto natin at tsaka yung maximum value. Ang default ng Excel is that 30,000, hanggang 30,000 lang to. So yung incremental change, pwede natin ilagay dito, ano yung change na mangyayari. So kunyari, ilagay natin 1,000, okay, tapos ilalagay ko dito, cell link dito. Okay, therefore, yung form control na to, nakalink siya dito, no? If I press OK, ano mangyayari? Okay? Yan. Pag-click natin, guys, yun na nyo. Okay? So nag-i-increment siya ng tigo 1,000 kasi yun ang kinode natin dito eh. So hanggang 30,000 lang siya. Yan. So starting with minimum, ginawa natin 0. Okay, so ulit, guys. Format control, tingnan nyo minimum 0. Ang maximum, guys, hindi na pwede, hanggang 30,000 lang to. Hanggang 30,000 lang. Okay, so incremental 1,000. Okay, so ang goal natin kasi, guys, dapat ito Gawin natin kunyari tig 200,000. 200,000 yung loan principal, kunyari 200, 400, 600, 800, 1 million, 1.2, 1.4 hanggang 10 million. So how do we do that? Hanggang 30,000 lang to, no? Hanggang 30,000 lang to. So paano natin gagawin yon? How do we do that, guys? Okay, so ganito gagawin natin, ha. Isusulat natin yon. Okay. Very quickly lang, guys, ha. Dito ko lang muna isusulat, no? Minimum natin, ilan yung minimum natin? Dito na. Minimum value natin is ano? Is 200,000, di ba? Yun ang gusto natin. Minimum natin 200,000. Tapos ano yung maximum natin? What will be our maximum? Maximum natin is what, guys? Maximum natin is how much? 10 million. So ano muna natin, i-define muna natin. Ano ba gusto natin, minimum value, ano yung maximum value, tapos ano yung increments natin. So ang increments natin, guys, is, minimum natin is 0, okay? Maximum is 10,000, and then increment natin kunyari 200,000. Okay, 200,000. No? Okay, so 200,000, guys, paano natin nagagawin yan? So if we will make the format control 0, 1, 2, 3, okay, ilan ang kailangan natin para kung 200,000 yung ano natin, yung increments, ilan bago umabot ng 10 million. So i-divide na lang natin to. 10 million divided by 200,000. Okay? So that's 50. Dapat 50 tig to 200,000 para umabot tayo ng 10,000. Okay, so ang gagawin ko, ilalagay ko lang dito, guys. I'll just put here. So the technique is not to link it here. The technique is to link it somewhere else. Okay, so let me show. One last minute, guys. Format control. Okay, so minimum value 0. Okay, ang maximum value natin, sabi natin 50. 50. Tapos, ang incremental natin, ito, no? 200,000. 200, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Tapos ililink natin siya, wag dito, but to another cell, kunyari here, 06. So what will happen now, guys? Scroll value must be, okay. Scroll value must be between, mali. Maximum value is 10 million. Tapos incremental change natin is just 50. Ano ba to? Maximum natin, maximum is 50. Sorry. And then incremental change is 1 lang. 1. Tigo 1 lang tayo, no? Okay. So if I take a look at this, guys, tingnan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hanggang 50 to, no? So anong gagawin natin ngayon? Ito ngayon will be equal to yung incremental change times yung 200,000. Okay. So, tingnan nyo nga, guys, ha? 0 muna, no? 200, 400, 600. Kasi nakalink siya dito. Hanggang 10 million to. Okay, hanggang 10 million na lang yan. Kasi yung limit natin. Kaya hanggang 50 lang to eh. Tapos minomultiply natin yan ng 200,000. Ito yung formula natin. Is equal to whatever this is times 200,000. Okay, so that ends our discussion for today, guys. Sorry, nag-extend ako ng 5 minutes. Okay, I hope you learned something today. We'll finish this everything on Thursday. Tapos pakitingnan, guys. I'm going to send this file yung nagawa na natin. Ito lang, hindi ito yung tapos na, no? Kasi tayong gagawa niyan. So we'll finish this next meeting. Okay, I hope you learned something today. Thank you so much, guys. I'll stop recording.